RiverBender.com's coverage of today's game is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Calc Institute of Technology, your future, your success. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Claywell Asset Management, an independent firm. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Trust Family Auto Sales, now offering repair service across from the Bethalto Airport under the water tower. Eagle Home Improvement, providing guaranteed quality and superior service. Trigger Talent, concealed carry classes, advanced handgunning and private training, and all-season range.
And Withers, and 8 or 9 deep for the Eagles, and Coach Doug Carey too before this night is over. The tip won by Marquette, and we are underway. Down to our left, Marquette using that basket first. A near steal by Jackson Helmkamp. To the corner it goes, and Marquette throwing it away, but it lands right at the feet of the big man, Jake Hall, who lays it in.
A good defensive effort. Just the luck of the bounce went the Explorers' way.
2-0 Marquette, and here's a quick foul on Hall as Withers and Hall banging there near the baseline. Hall at 6'7", Withers 6'4".
Well, this is one thing about the Marquette defense. They are relentless. They're going to get in your face and stay in your face all night long.
Both these teams like defense. Here's Withers stepping out for three. It's off the rim. Good touch. The rebound was Caden Clark. Goes out to Helmkamp for three. He missed it. They're going to get another long offensive rebound and set it up again. Jaquan Adams to the baseline. Wild shot out of control and missed everything on the finger roll.
At that time, he was trying to do a 360. Got to about 270. Didn't look good at all.
Back the other way, it's Sammy Green inside, and another easy bucket, 4-0.
As you said, a good entry pass there to the big man inside, giving him 4 points.
Hall with a couple of buckets right underneath the basket. 4-0, a minute into the game. Here's Withers to Helmkamp. He drives, gives it to Clark. Caden Clark wears number 2. He's a junior. For Coach Doug Carey, Marquette, man-to-man defense right in front of Coach Steve Medford here. Here's Adams to the free throw line. It's back to David Lane. His three is short, and the Eagles are cold to start here.
It kind of reminds you of a football game. Every possession is an important possession. Thus far, CM's come up empty.
Marquette ball, Nick Messenger with it. He's a senior. Gives it up to Bryce Pettiford, another senior. Here's Green to Messenger, down to Irvin, knocked away by Withers, and Marquette will keep it here, leading 4-0.
Now, Withers was able to get a hand on that pass because it was a lead lob pass. Had he gone with a bounce pass, the Explorers might have 6, but instead, they'll have the ball out under their own basket.
Both teams sticking man-to-man here. Aggressive defense. And Marquette in their blue uniforms trimmed in the white will throw it into Irvin. He couldn't handle it as it looked like he was going to have a good look on the block, but off of his hands, out of bounds.
The operation was a success, but the patient died. It was run perfectly, just couldn't get a handle on the ball on the errant pass.
Caden Clark brings it up the floor. Purple and gold ball now. CM on their home floor here. Down to the baseline, Withers. Out to Helmkamp, left wing. Now Withers again at the top. Down underneath the lane. Lane out to Clark. 5:45 to go. Underneath, Withers lays it in.
Good entry pass there. Withers with an easy 2. And of course that cuts the lead in half, 4-2.
And the big boys got the points here so far. 4-2 ball game. Down to the corner quickly. A 3 ball is missed. Hall with the long rebound though. Marquette ball. Hall inside and blocked away, but with the body, it might be Withers with a foul.
A little chicken wing there got him on his hip and onto the basket he went. You cannot let that guy drive baseline, and that's what Withers did there, and he'll pick up his first.
Well, the junior, Reagan Snyder, missed the 3, and then on the weak side, Hall with the rebound, and he's at the line. About 3 minutes into the game, and his free throw is no good.
Hall foul on the early season, about a 63% free throw shooter. He claps his hands and says, give me that thing again. And the official talking to one of the players about proper attire.
4-2, Marquette with the early lead as we're just underway. First quarter here in Bethalto. Free throw good. Hall has all 5 for the Explorers. Here come the Eagles quickly back. Helmkamp to Clark. Clark driving into the lane. Kicks it to Jaquan Adams. He'll stop in the middle of the lane and hits the jumper this time.
Nice move there as he's driving to his left and pulls up with that little right-hand J. As you said, about 10 to 12 feet right in front of the basket. Makes it a 1-point game.
5-minute mark. And the press is on for the Eagles, trailing 5-4. They break the press, but Withers with good hands and the steal. Down to Adams, it goes quickly to the block, and it's blocked away by Irvin out of bounds.
That time Adams thought he was going to make the play fake, and with the head, he was going to get the defender out of the way. Instead, it gave him time to come back over the top and block the shot.
Messenger out, Isaiah Irvin into the game. He is a sophomore for Marquette, wearing number 20. They throw it into Adams, and here we go with 4:44 remaining first quarter. 5-4 ball game. Eagles could take the lead with a bucket. Here's Adams to the lane again. Same spot, missed it this time in the middle of the lane.
Now the defender got just a little bit of a bump on him. They didn't call the foul, but it was enough to throw the shot off.
Back the other way, Sammy Green over the timeline. Kicks it to Snyder, wide open 3, missed it, rebound Clark, CM ball.
Gotta like the way Clark at 5'10" can sky for the boards.
He's got a couple of rebounds early on. Here's Helmkamp now. Halfway through the first quarter, 4 minutes, here's Adams. Adams top of the key, is gonna drive again to the middle of the lane again, up and in.
This time he went the opposite direction with the same result, and look now to CM's taking the lead.
They trailed early 4-0, now it's 6-5 Eagles. Here's Irvin backing it up to Green, top of the key, hands it to Jake Hall at the top. Down to number 3, Green, a junior. Inside Hall, little baby hook, no good, and the Explorers over the back on the rebound.
I believe that one may go against Irvin.
3:35 to go, first quarter. Marquette with team foul number 2. Foul is on Irvin. Marquette will not make a change here, but it looks like CM will change things up. Brandon Hampton into the game. Cameron Gearhart, a couple of seniors off the bench for Doug Carey here. Here's Clark up the floor. Kicks it to Gearhart, now to Adams. Free throw line, into the lane, and traveling. Adams couldn't find a man to pass it to and traveled.
Now he wanted to roll and kick it out. No opening there, and as a result, we're going to turn the ball over for the first time. It looks like Marquette's wanting to take a timeout.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it here and tell you after the game. We'll announce our Munganast Alton Toyota players of the game. Probably one for each team. We'll pick out tonight. It's 6-5 Eagles here early on. CM coach Doug Carey, assisted by Ross Locks, Gary Bruning, Andy Dreef. Marquette coached by Steve Medford, assisted by Mike Stratton, Larry Lois, Charlie Hubner, Bobby Tonzer, and we are about 5 minutes into tonight's game.
Interesting as the Explorers came out, hit the first 2 buckets, but then CM regrouped after a bit of a cold start. They found range and now have taken the lead.
Out of the timeout, Marquette ball. CM with some pressure in the backcourt. Hampton on Green, now a double team. Gives it up Snyder. Over the timeline, inside Hall. They break the press. Hall with the layup.
He's getting a nice bounce pass wide open on the diagonal, and he has 7 points.
All of Marquette's points here, and here's a foul. It's going to be Irvin again, way out high.
Well, you like playing that aggressive defense, but that far away from the basket may be a little too aggressive.
That will bring in number 4 for Marquette, another sophomore, Chris Hartrick. 5'10" sophomore. Team foul number 3 for the Explorers. 3:03 to go here in the first. And we're going to have CM throwing it in here.
He dropped his chewing gum.
Caden Clark. Now Helmkamp checks in for Clark.
May have been more serious. It may have been a contact. Recovered.
So Helmkamp comes in for him, and Hampton brings it into the front court. Now to Withers. Withers looking around, gets a pick from Gearhart. Rolls to the basket, so does Helmkamp inside, but blocked away at the front of the rim.
Good defense there by the Explorers, helping out, clogging that middle up, all with the block.
Green to the corner, Snyder, three is good. Reagan from that left corner finally hits one.
Having trouble finding range in the early going, but watch out now, he's on.
10
threes.
10 to 6. Withers will try one. Three ball is no good. Marquette rebound. They're up by 4. Long pass to Hall, and it's a turnover out of bounds.
Well, you like to hurry, but don't get in a hurry, and that's what happened to the Explorers there. It looks like Adams going to have a seat, and Lane's going to come back in, and another substitute coming in as well. It'll be Bryce Zupan.
Zupan in for Gearhart. Also Messenger back in for Marquette here. Explorers 10, the Eagles 6. 2:10 to go, first quarter. Here's Helmkamp with the basketball. Top of the key, Zupan likes the three, it's good. Top of the key.
Came right in with his shooting shoes on and connects on his first try.
Top of the key, had just enough room, and he put it up and in. He's a 6-foot sophomore. Here's Green, down underneath, threw it away. Lane the other way.
4 turnovers on the Explorers here in the early going.
10 to 9, here's Green with a foul, top of the key.
Once again, the Explorers playing very tight defense, 30 feet away from the basket. They're paying for it, as that'll be their 4th team foul.
Coach Steve Medford talking to the official about those hand checks and those bumps between the circles. Withers inside, missed a little chip shot, and Marquette with the rebound.
Coaches will say that one is inexcusable, right in front of the rim, nobody in your way.
At 6'4", leaping with a little one-hander, and he was above the rim but missed it. Green for 3, and number 3 missed it. Rebound underneath, out off the foot of David Lane, Marquette ball. And Adams will check in for Withers here, the Eagles with another change.
I think Withers may have had a little bit of dead legs. That's why he's getting a break now.
1:15 remaining, first quarter. Here's Green with it. Out high to Hartrick, now back to Green. He's going to drive to the right elbow. Now Messenger down underneath. Backing in, and a travel is called. The defense was there, and Bryce Pettiford trying to back into the lane.
Pettiford lucky he just picked up the turnover there. It looked like it could have been an offensive foul as he was pushing in and trying to use a forearm shiver to create some space.
Coach Doug Carey brings Clark back into the game here. Hampton out. CM will have 4 of their 5 starters in there, except for Withers. Zupan is in there right now for him. Here's Helmkamp. Adams trying to post up on Green down low. But Clark out high, 40 seconds left. It's a 1-point game, first quarter. Free throw line, Helmkamp bounces it, and Zupan out of bounds on the sideline. He went out and came back in.
It's the old, you can't be the first one to touch the ball after leaving the floor.
Ball was tipped away by the defense and then rolling down the sidelines over there. Here's Marquette with 30 seconds left, first period. Into the front court, it's Green. Snyder to Messenger now. Messenger gives to Reagan Snyder again. Now 15 seconds left. Marquette by 1. Green, free throw line, got up in the air and didn't have anybody to pass it to. Eagles almost with a steal, but out of bounds off of David Lane.
The Explorers going to need to take a little bit better care of the ball as they had 5 turnovers, almost had number 6 right there.
And Jake Hall checks back in to the game as he's got 7 of their 10 points, all but the 3 by Snyder. 5.7 to go, right at the CM bench. Marquette will throw it in. And they'll need to hurry when they get it in. Here's Green. Green, a blocking foul. Helmkamp with Green wrapping his arm around Helmkamp, but a blocking foul is called.
I think that's when they could have called a double foul because each one of them kind of wanted to do-si-do here in the final seconds.
3.3 to go, now under the basket, Marquette. A little closer here with Adams on Hall. Green's going to throw it in.
Adams had both hands on the midsection, and Ray West was saying, hey, guy, you can't do that. That's the same as a hand check. Jaquan says, can I put my forearm in these numbers then?
Here we go, Green to throw it in. And it's into Hall, a fadeaway, and it's in and out and back in at the buzzer. Hall gets the bucket over Adams. 12-9, Marquette over CM. After one quarter, you're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Calc Institute of Technology is working for you with career programs for today's jobs. As a career student, you can expect a welcoming atmosphere with exceptional personal service, small classes with one-on-one attention, a set class schedule, and short-term programs that will get you into the workforce quickly. Calc has 2 locations for your convenience located in both Alton and Fairview Heights. For more information, visit Calc online at www.calc.edu.
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There is also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
Come back to Bethalto again with Gary Boker, Brent Berkland back after 8 minutes, 12-9 Marquette, and Jake Hall doing it all for the Explorers, Gary.
Yeah, he goes and sits down, and sure enough, as soon as he comes back into the game, he picks up another bucket before the buzzer.
9 points for him, and 9 for CM after one quarter. It's 12-9 Marquette. Down to the corner, knocked away, Pettiford on a pass to the baseline to Adams, knocked it out of bounds. As the second quarter is underway now here at Civic Memorial High School. Helmkamp deep in the corner there, looking to throw it in. He does to Lane. Lane will back it up. He's guarded by Chris Hartrick. Lane to the right, and Caden Clark now back to the top of the key. Adams to Lane, 7:30 remaining here in the first half. Kick ball by the defense. CM down by 3 here.
Chest pass, you get it with your hands. Bounce pass, you kick it out with your foot. Good defense.
And once again, Helmkamp will throw it in from the baseline under the CM basket. Here's Withers back into the game. Long 2, good from the right elbow.
Tell you what, he had that one zeroed in. As soon as he caught the ball, you knew it's going to go down.
So Withers with a couple of buckets, and it's 12-11 now. Marquette lead at 1 point. Snyder to Green. Now Messenger. Out high it goes to Hall. Here's Green into the lane. Spins away. The ball tipped out by the defense there. Good hands on the other end.
Once again, it was Withers coming in with those active hands on defense.
6:58 to go. Second quarter. As Snyder bounces it in to Pettiford. 2 number 2s battling there. Pettiford and Clark. To the right wing it goes to Hartrick. Now to Jake Hall. Top of the key, guarded by Withers, man-to-man. Hall for 3. It's off the mark, tipped around. Withers up to David Lane. Lane wants to run, gives to the trailer. Adams blocked away. Back come the Explorers now. Inside, out of bounds, and off of Marquette. Clark with a little bump there, no whistle.
Well, Hendrick was wanting a foul, did not get the call. As a result, turnover number 6 on the Explorers and give the ball back to the Eagles.
Timeout on the floor. A minute and a half into the second quarter. We have a 1-point game. Marquette 12, CM 11. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Welcome to Claywell Asset Management, an independent firm. Whether you're an individual, family, or business, we can assist you in helping you achieve your financial dreams. Claywell Asset Management and Raymond James, partners in your success in serving Riverbend investors for over 30 years. Member FINRA and SIPC.
The timeout, CM with the basketball, trailing Marquette by 1 point. Lane to Clark, top of the key. With Gary Boker, Brent Birkland back with you. Brian Hennigan, our engineer tonight, and we have a foul. Lane was fouled at the free throw line by number 4, Chris Hartrick.
Once again, it's that hand check that they're getting called for. A lot of times officials will let that go, but if you're pushing the guy and getting him off balance, it's got to be called.
And Hampton back in the game. He's the trigger man to Lane on the inbounds. Lane drives in, left hand scoop shot goes for number 13.
That was the impossible dream. First of all, I don't know how he got it up through the double team. Secondly, I don't know how it came down through the rim, but it did.
And a lead for the purple and gold now, 13-12. Snyder 3 off the rim. CM rebound. Adams to Clark. Here they come. Purple basketball. Here's Clark, free throw line, threw it away. Lane was cutting one way, the pass to the bleachers.
Well, the rule is if you're being overplayed on the perimeter, the back door's open. Lane saw that, however, Clark did not.
Clark and Hampton out, Gerhardt and Helmkamp in for Coach Carey. Doug Carey pacing in front of the CM bench. Steve Medford pacing in front of the Marquette bench. 5:30 till halftime. 13-12, the Eagles. Backdoor cut here and inside, up and in it goes. Short shot, Pettiford for 2.
Now Pettiford got the shot. The Explorers the Eagles were looking for a foul, but didn't come.
Withers turns around, gives to Helmkamp, traveling in the left corner, right in front of the Marquette student section down there in the corner. 14-13, Marquette.
Now all of a sudden it's the Eagles who come up with the empty possessions, 2 turnovers in a row, trail by 1, back on defense.
14-13, Marquette lead, Marquette ball. In the backcourt, Sammy Green up the floor. Green drives it near midcourt. Helmkamp is there, gives to Hall. Now Messenger inside, offensive foul. The bucket went in, but it's Messenger with a foul.
That's one of those 50-50 calls as Adams was trying to get position. There's a man down there in a gray shirt at the other end shaking his head. He didn't think that was a proper call, but nonetheless, it'll be personal foul on Messenger, turnover on the Explorers.
And no bucket. They wave that off, of course. Messenger with foul number 1.
You know, I was just looking down there at the far corner. I do believe that with all of those neon shirts, if the lights go out, that corner will still glow.
It'll still glow in the dark is right. You got it. The Explorers student section down there. 4:45 remaining, second quarter. Here is Zupan. Eagles ball to Withers now, right elbow. Out to the three-point line. Helmkamp triple. It's good.
Helmkamp finds range as he got a good look. Most important thing was he had his feet set before he ever touched the ball.
2 threes for the Eagles. They're up 16-14. The Eagles tipping it away to midcourt, but Snyder runs it down for the Explorers. Now Gerhardt with a foul.
And that's the same kind of foul that the Explorers have been committing at the other end. A little bit too aggressive, too far away from the basket.
So give him his first foul.
I think that down is only the 3rd team foul on CM, is that correct?
Right, 6 for the Blue. 16-14, the Purple leading the Blue here at CM High. Midway through the second quarter now, here's Reagan Snyder, right wing. Down low, it's Hall. Hall, glass, and good. As Withers was playing one hip, he went the other way.
Well, the thing of it was, Hartrick with a nice pass right to the wide open elbow or shoulder, sending him directly to the basket.
There's a foul on Marquette again on the drive. It's going to be Pettiford this time. His first.
And we're into bonus.
7 team fouls with 3:59 remaining in the half in a 16-16 game. Hall 11 of their 16, Marquette. Here is Adams at the other end. He has 4. In the air, good. Free throw number 1 is good. Marquette 1 for 2 at the line. Now Adams, second free throw for CM in the game. Good, 2 for 2. He gives the Eagles another 2-point lead, 18-16. 3:55 to go now till halftime. Messenger over the timeline to Snyder now, out near the center circle in the CM purple emblem at midcourt. Logo, the CM Eagles and the Mississippi Valley Conference. Adams double teamed and knocked it out of bounds.
Good help defense as Withers was getting beat on the baseline, but there was Adams rolling over the top. As you said, to get a hand on the ball, you gotta like that kind of help defense.
And under the basket, they throw it in. Goes right back to Hall. He's surrounded by Eagles. Here's Withers, and he's gonna get a foul as Hall was behind the backboard, but it didn't matter. Withers still got him with a foul.
Yeah, a little bump and grind there. Withers would have been better off if he'd have just held his ground. See if he got the big guy to jump into him.
Hall at the line wearing number 25. Free throw up and it rolls off the rim. Transfer from Collinsville with 11 points. He's already in double figures. 3:29 to go, second quarter. 18-16 ball game. The Eagles trying to keep the score down the way they like it. Messenger knocks a missed free throw out of bounds, CM ball.
Now, Messenger had the right idea. He knew he couldn't get up there and grab it, so he's trying to tip it away. Problem is he tipped it out of bounds.
And so the Eagles come back. And they have Clark, Helmkamp, Gearhart, Adams, and Lane. Withers not in the game, so the lineup becomes a lot shorter now for CM, a lot smaller.
6-foot sophomore Isaiah Irvin re-enters the ball game for the Explorers with 2 fouls.
Here is Clark at 5'10", Helmkamp in there at 5'10", Gearhart 5'10". Ball knocked away, it goes to Helmkamp. Now to Clark, free throw line. Stop and go, and he lays it up and in.
Found out he had an extra gear there, didn't he? His little hesitation, got the defense on their heels, and right around him he went.
20-16 Eagles, and Marquette will throw it away at midcourt. Another turnover.
8 miscues on the Explorers already, still 2:54 to go till half.
4-point game, Eagles lead, Eagles ball. Here they come, Jackson Helmkamp. Top of the key to Gearhart, right side. Gearhart gives it up to Adams. Now Helmkamp again. Lane running the block and the baseline. Guarded by Snyder. Gearhart into the lane. High off the glass and good.
He's listed at 5'10". I don't think he's quite that. No business at all going in the lane, but somebody forgot to tell him that.
High off the glass. Looked like it was going to go over the backboard as he was right in front of the rim. Snyder inside, wild shot, no. Adams tipped it out of bounds. 6-point game, Marquette will keep the ball. And throwing it in will be Pettiford under the basket. So the 2 big guys out of there right now. Smaller lineups, here's Green for 3, it's good. Left side for the Explorers.
Green, who averages about 11 points a game, that's the first we've heard from him tonight.
3 ball for Marquette, their second tray of the game. Cuts the lead from 6 to 3. 22-19, Civic Memorial. Here's Lane inside, little turnaround, up and in. Good move by Lane.
Not only good move, but quick elevations. He skied so quickly, the defender didn't have a chance to go up with him.
The lead is 5 for the Eagles. On that bucket, here's Green. Double team, kicks it out to Reagan Snyder. Missed the 3. Lane with the rebound. Up to Adams. Jaquan layup, no. He was bumped maybe a little bit. No call. Back the other way. And getting a little ragged, getting a little physical at times. Here's Green with a miss from the free throw line.
Coach Carey is saying, hey, let's slow this thing down for a while. We do not want to get into a horse race.
Slow it down and settle down here. 24-19. Eagles by 5. Eagles have it. Adams now left side. Helmkamp. 1 minute to go till halftime. Underneath, dangerous pass, out of bounds, tipped out by the defense.
It looks like one of those, you see those rookie quarterbacks in the NFL try to thread a needle that's not there.
And they say it's out on the Eagles, so that's a turnover, Marquette ball.
That'll be their 4th turnover, 8 turnovers on Marquette.
Thought the defense might have tipped it last, but it was the Eagles. And here come the Explorers. Hediford to Snyder, sets up for 3, missed it, and a foul underneath the basket, and might be Lane here for the Eagles. Nope, it's going to be Adams for CM. So give him foul number 1, team foul number 5. 35 seconds left. Here's Green with a step. So he'll back it up, right elbow, extended, Green for 2.
Having been quieted for pretty much a quarter and a half, he's come alive here in the last minute or so.
24-21, CM by 3, and they'll wait for the last shot here. 15 seconds till halftime. Clark to Gearhart. He's going to fire a 3 with 10 seconds to go, and it's good.
Sorry, Coach, but I felt it.
3 ball for number 4. Marquette throws it away with 2 seconds left, out of bounds.
So the Explorers trying to hurry down and get one last shot. Overshot the pass, and now it'll be Marquette going back on defense as CM will try a long-range bomb.
Clark from midcourt fires it up. Glass, no good. CM led by 6. Marquette hitting a 3, knocking it down to 3, but Gearhart bumped it right back up to 6 here at halftime with that 3 with 10 seconds left before the half. And at halftime, the Eagles 27, the Explorers 21. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Can you add beauty to your home and cut energy costs? You can with new Eagle Series Gold Collection windows from Eagle Home Improvement. The experts at Eagle will custom fit Gold Collection windows into your existing window openings to save time and money. Gold Collection windows will give your home a dramatic new look while saving energy. And all Eagle Gold Collection Series windows come with a lifetime limited warranty. Eagle Home Improvement, 259-2500, where integrity counts.
What brand of vehicle do you drive? Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, GMC, Buick, Toyota? No matter what brand of vehicle you drive, Quick Lane at Roberts Motors can take care of your maintenance needs. And you don't need an appointment here, just drive on in. Need tires? No need to shop around. We have the lowest tire prices around, guaranteed. Stop in today and see why life truly is better in the Quick Lane. Or see us online at RiverBender.com.
Trust Family Auto Sales and Cycles focuses on providing you with the highest quality used vehicles in the Riverbend. Before hitting the lot, all cars are thoroughly inspected and serviced in our very own repair shop. We make sure your future vehicle will look like it just came off the assembly line. We have a massive selection of cars with price ranges to fit any budget, and our motorcycles look like they just came off the showroom floor. Trust can finance any credit situation and have you on the road in no time. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, van, SUV, hybrid, or motorcycle, Trust Family Auto Sales has you covered.
With Gary Boker, Brent Berklin back with you here. Halftime wrapping up, and now we're ready for the third quarter of action, and just underway in the third period. We have a whistle and a foul on the CM Eagles defense.
And it's a questionable foul. Jeffrey Withers is going to get called for the hold, and as soon as he sees it's on him, he looks at the referee. Didn't you see him hook me?
And that's going to be foul number 3 on the big man for CM.
And then Hall pushes off to get the inbounds pass.
Hall turnaround, Withers with a block this time, and back come the Eagles up by 6. Largest lead, 27-21, matching the largest. Here's Adams dumping one in from the middle of the lane again. Adams for 2.
Tell you what, that has been a really nice shot for him coming into the lane. As you said, that little floater. Now they're asking not only the cheerleaders, but also the cameraman there to make sure you get out from underneath the basket because these guys are flying.
That bucket goes to Adams. He has 8 points now. Marquette and CM. A lot of radio, Big Z here, a lot of newspaper, a lot of cameras. RiverBender, a lot of video cameras here. Lots of things going on tonight. Tuesday night basketball. Messenger underneath, wide open, lays it in.
Snyder did a good job of penetrating through the defense to him, found the open Messenger right under the bucket.
So now it's 29-23. We're in the third quarter. The Eagles with the lead. 7 minutes to go in the third. Here's Caden Clark. Clark's gonna drive in, kick it to Lane. Lane to the top. Adams fires a 3 ball off the rim. Hall for Marquette to Green.
Doesn't Adams know he's too far away from the basket? He's supposed to get inside the lane there.
Here's Snyder turning the ball over. A steal for the Eagles. Long pass to Withers. Good catch in traffic. Back to Lane. Tipped out? No, not tipped at all. They say Marquette ball.
There was a situation where Lane was coming in to the lane, and as a result, the pass went behind him and out of bounds.
So 6:35 to go as we start up this third quarter, and a bucket each way, and it's still a 6-point game. 29-23, Civic Memorial. Here's Green into the front court for the blue and white. Now to Hartrick. Messenger bumped by Adams. Jaquan with a foul.
Adams going to pick up his second. Withers has 3. They're the only 2 in any kind of foul trouble for CM.
Only 5 team fouls in the first half for the Eagles. Now they have a couple of quick ones here. Withers out, Hampton in for the Eagles. For Marquette, they'll have Messenger, Hall, Hartrick, Pettiford, and Green on the floor. 6:15 left as Hall holds it at the top of the key. Hands it off to Green. Over to Messenger, right wing. Down to Hall again. Turn around, blocked, and a jump ball. Adams there for all ball.
Call the jump ball, and it'll go CM's way, so that'll be turnover number 11. I was watching Chris Hartrick, and for 10 seconds, he stood in the middle of the lane, right underneath the basket, and set 3 good screens, but with 3 officials, nobody saw a 3-second count.
Coach Steve Medford letting the referee have it on that jump ball call. He wanted a foul, I believe. Free throw line, Helmkamp back to Clark. Clark to the right corner now with the dribble. The orange goes to Helmkamp, now to Adams. Adams lost the handle, gives to Lane. David Lane will drive, scoop shot, no. A blocking foul, Marquette in the lane.
Hartrick's going to get called for the foul. He didn't like the call, and I think he may have a bit of a gripe there because it looked like Lane was going over the top irregardless.
So Lane to the line, number 13 for the Eagles. 2 buckets, 4 points. In the air, short, no good.
First missed free throw of the night for CM. Comes by David Lane, an 80% free throw shooter.
Not many free throws yet in the game, but that'll probably change as we go through the third and fourth quarters tonight. And this one is good by Lane.
Increase that lead to 30-23, up by 7.
6-point lead at half. It's a 7-point lead now. Here's Marquette to Messenger, left wing. Messenger to the top near midcourt. Now Hartrick down low. Bad pass. Adams with a steal. Adams all the way down. Layup good and one. It's Hartrick again.
Right now Hartrick is a very frustrated young man. Commits a turnover at the one end. Then he's just a little bit late getting back here on the defense. He'll pick up the foul and the bucket will count.
And he just had a foul called on him when Lane went into the lane. So 2 quick ones on number 4.
one thing about these uniforms, these guys are having trouble figuring out you're supposed to tuck the top in.
And Adams can go for three here. A 3-point play. It's in the air. It rolls in. It's good.
And all of a sudden, it is a 32-23. 33, shouldn't it be?
Yep. 10-point game.
That's what I thought.
10-point lead for CM. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. The Eagles getting it done on defense. Marquette turning it over too. Green is going to turn it over again. Passed it to the Marquette bench. They still have 23 points on the board. That's it.
Green realizes he went airborne. There's no way he'd get the shot up. He tried the bounce pass. Problem was his intended target, Jake Hall, wasn't watching, and the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover number 13. That's 4 miscues on Marquette in the first 3.5 minutes.
Here's Hampton with it. CM ball to Adams. Now Gerhardt whips it right side to Caden Clark. Now to Hampton again. Lane to Adams. They play catch at the 3-point line. Clark, top of the key, three, in and out. Gerhardt there, blocked away. He got the rebound though and then threw it away. Green coming back. Green inside, finger roll, good.
That's a play you get away with in the NBA and the NCAA and on Tuesday night in CM.
Dribbled the ball well over his head and then grabbed it, and the finger roll went in. Here's David Lane to the baseline, and he is bumped and fouled as he got through the double team. Marquette with a foul.
Call that one on Snyder, I believe.
Looks like 23 with his first. 33-25.
There you go. We have a system there. When CM brings a substitute in, he hands the player who's replacing the towel. The referee said, "Excuse me, can I use that towel? We got to clean up some moisture off the floor."
And they do right near the free throw line, and now CM will throw it in. Helmkamp, the trigger man, he's back in. Midway through the third quarter now. 8-point game. Lane fouled by Messenger on the move there. Baseline.
Got him once, got him twice, got him once again. Finally got called out.
So 3 team fouls now for Marquette all of a sudden. Second foul on Messenger. Helmkamp into Hampton. Hampton out to Zupan into the game. 3:50 left, third quarter. Gerhardt free throw line to David Lane. He's outside the 3-point line, now near midcourt. Zupan will drive free throw line, give it to Brandon Hampton.
It's an interesting 5 out there on the floor for CM right now.
Another small lineup for him. Gerhardt lost his footing, holds the ball, ties it up with Green, and jump ball called. The arrow, and a technical is called on Coach Steve Medford and the Marquette bench. And another one, he's out of the game.
Well, I tell you what, he went up and was complaining about it, and I'm not saying he didn't have a legitimate complaint. Normally, if a player rolls over and moves, you're going to get that call. Coach Huebner was trying to settle him down. The official went over, gave him a warning, put his hands up, says, "Get back, that's enough." That wasn't going to happen. As he came back the second time, then he got charged for the tee, and that infuriated him any more. And so as a result, he'll be making an early exit.
And he goes to the locker room. At first, I thought he was upset that none of his Explorers would jump on the ball and get on the floor after that to call a jump ball, because Gerhardt was there laying on the floor all alone. No Marquette player would go down and get the ball. Zupan, free throw, no good. And it was 2 different officials with the 2 tees.
Well, as I said, I know that Ray Wesley, a very veteran official, he gave him the opportunity to, hey, listen, settle down. And that didn't work. You can only push an official so far.
Technical, Zupan makes 1 out of 2.
So now they'll have the second technical, which sent him to the shower.
34-25 after that 1 free throw. 9-point game. Zupan misses again.
And this is where, if you're a CM fan, you're a little bit upset because there has been 2 free points you've left off the board, and now one more shot.
Now Marquette coaches talking things over on who's going to take charge here now. And this free throw is good. 2 out of 4 from the line. So back to a 10-point game. 35-25, 3:26 to go. And it will be CM ball with 3:26 remaining.
All right, now my question for you is, do you think that coach is in there turning on the RiverBender?
Maybe, maybe not.
And is that legal?
Maybe, maybe not.
I don't think there's a maybe to that one.
I never thought about that, Gary. 3:26 remaining, third quarter. He's going to be in there a long time. 3 minutes left, third period, as the Eagles throw it to the corner. Gearhart 3, no. Marquette with the rebound. Here come the Explorers. Sammy Green up the floor. Green backs it up and gives it up to Reagan Snyder. 3 minutes left. He's at the three-point line, guarded by David Lane. Now inside, knocked away, offensive foul. A defender was waiting there for him.
And I was just thinking, Zupan guarding the big boy inside Hall. Looks like a mismatch, but Zupan shifted over, got himself set, drew the charge, and as a result, the Explorers commit turnover number 14.
Foul number 2 on Snyder. He got around his man Lane, but right in the lane, he ran over Zupan.
Once again, good help defense by the Eagles there. Gives them the ball back with the 10-point lead.
35-25, our score. Out to the top, David Lane. Lane hands to Helmkamp at the top. Now to Brandon Hampton. He's going baseline, lays it up, and it rolls in.
That one, the tank was empty. It simply ran out of gas and dropped through. Looked like it was going to roll around and off, but not enough energy there.
37-25, 12-point game. Here is Snyder to Hall. Top of the key, in and out, missed it, rebound, Hampton, and he is hammered by Pettiford.
There, the foul going to be called on Pettiford, but I'm not really sure. Both those guys were going for the ball, and basketball is not a non-contact sport. It looked like to me that both of them were heading there, but now, how many team fouls will that be after the 2 technicals?
And they're discussing things with 2:20 to go, third quarter.
Must be the 16 foul.
6-2 fouls.
I had 6 fouls listed without the technicals, which should be listed as personal fouls too.
Yeah, thought so. Here's Hampton at the top, gives to Helmkamp. Now Clark's going to drive into the lane. Little teardrop, finger roll, good by Clark.
The finesse by the junior, as he did a good job of driving to the MVC mark just inside the free throw line. Now it's going to be a foul on Helmkamp, 60 feet from the hole.
And a CM foul in the backcourt. And that will be Helmkamp with his second. And with 1:53 to go, Hall and Messenger come out. Irvin, Hartrick come in. Here's Hartrick with it. Near the end of this third quarter. Driving in, Snyder left it short on the jumper. Rebound loose. Marquette will hustle and grab the loose ball. And now Hampton fouls Green.
Now that was not only a hand check, that was a bit of a push with that hand, and you're going to get called on that 9 times out of 10.
Hampton's first foul. 1:39 left, third. Top of the key, Hartrick gives it off. Pettiford to Irvin. Looked like he might have double dribbled. Off the glass, no. Rebound right at the front of the rim. Pettiford for 2.
Pettiford in the right place at the right time, and he went back up strong to draw the Explorers back to within 12.
Here's a steal, Marquette ball. Irvin lays it up, blocked away by Adams from behind.
Adams with a good job there of cleanly getting to the ball, and now Coach Carey wants a timeout, and
a technical on the Marquette bench again.
I hope they brought enough coaches.
And Marquette bench will not keep quiet here. 1:06 to go, third quarter. It's another tee. And
I'm not really sure what that was about. It looked like from here that was a clean block. That should not have been. And now they're telling the officials, hey, wait a minute, we've got a live ball. They probably should get the cheerleaders off the floor unless they're going to call a timeout here.
If they want
He's taking a
timeout before the free throws from the technical.
Well, that's just common courtesy. If your cheerleaders are on the floor,
there you go.
Must take a timeout so they can do their thing.
12-point lead for the Eagles here in Bethalto. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
Well, coming out of the timeout, it's going to be Helmkamp to shoot the technical foul shots here, and he missed the first one. The second one is good. 1 out of 2 again.
So that's 3 missed technical free throws. Although the lead is 13, it could be 16.
So he missed the first one, made the second one, and with just 1:06 remaining third quarter, 40-27 our score. CM's lead is up to 13 now. They work the ball around to David Lane. Kills some clock here with a double-digit lead. Now Clark, free throw line, backs it up. Snyder on him. Clark driving in, bounces to Helmkamp. They may wait for the whole minute, last minute here to come off the clock. Out of bounds, 39.4 to go.
They're trying to force the ball in the low post to Adams, and even had he caught that pass, he'd have been behind the backboard.
And Withers in for these last 39 seconds.
Be careful, he's playing with 3 fouls here.
Hall's not in the game, so a mismatch, but here goes Lane. Baseline, no, missed it. And Adams gets the loose ball to Withers. He missed it, and now it's tipped around, and Marquette has it.
Point blank shots being missed by the Eagles there.
Up by 13. Here's Pettiford with 19 seconds left in the third. To Snyder. Snyder crossover dribble at the 3-point line. 10 seconds left to Irvin. Steps back for 3, and it goes in.
Irvin, who hasn't been heard from thus far tonight, with a big 3 there to draw him within 10.
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. 40-30 our score after that 3. So 13-point lead is down to 10 with the fourth quarter coming up in a moment. CM 40, Marquette 30. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
You walk onto this campus and it feels as though you're at an Ivy League institution.
It is cultured in so many ways. You would never know that it is a 2-year college.
This place is truly amazing. I love going to school here.
It is definitely not like any other community college.
If you're looking for a way for your life to change, then Lewis & Clark is the place for you to be.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Kirkland back here at Civic Memorial High School. CM's lead is 40-30 over Marquette with the fourth quarter straight ahead. Marquette into the front court. They have the ball to start the fourth. Here's Irvin, gonna drive in this time, and up and under, missed it. Adams the rebound. CM ball, Withers to the front court. 7:40 left in the game. Here's Clark. Gives the ball to Helmkamp. He's gonna drive, side of the lane, hand it to David Lane. Now Helmkamp with it. CM gonna wait and wait some more, maybe 45 seconds before they take a shot each possession, who knows. Here's Clark with a three though, and it's off the rim. No, rebound Explorers. Here's Green the other way. Green drives into the lane, to the corner, Irvin, three, good.
Automatic. Irvin with his second three of the game draws the Explorers within 7.
At the end of the third and the beginning of the fourth, he hits some threes. Here's Withers for three. It's good in the left corner for CM.
And he answers, and of course that's what you want to do if you're a CM, but you also do not want to get into a shooting match here. You want to take care of the ball and run a little bit of that clock. We've still got 6.5 to go.
10-point game. Here's Green to Irvin, top of the key, fires again. No. Rebound Eagles. Adams to Withers. Here they come.
Adams, a very frail-looking individual, but he sure was strong bringing that ball down, wasn't he?
He was. Lane in the corner. Three more for the Eagles there.
All of a sudden, it's raining threes all over the place. That's 3 threes here in the fourth quarter.
46-33. Back to that lucky 13-point lead as far as CM is concerned. Snyder three. It's no good. CM ball. 46-33 score. And we have a timeout on the floor with 5:53 to go. The Eagles with threes from Withers and Lane back to back. So it gets down to 7 and right back to 13.
And of course, that's good as long as you can keep answering. But sometimes the coach will say, hey, let's be a little bit more patient. We don't want to get into a shooting contest with this much time left. We'd like to run a little of that clock off.
5:53 to go. Quick 30-second timeout here. After the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game for you. So stay tuned for that. CM's next 3 games will be in the Valley. They're going to go next week to Highland and to Jerseyville to start the conference.
I'm just saying, and I don't mean to be just saying, but I'm just saying, Jake Hall came out with a 9-point first quarter. Since then, only 2 points from the big guy.
A bucket in the second quarter, no scoring in the second half. He's in there with Withers, man-to-man right now. Here is Clark. Right side, David Lane, guarded by Irvin. 5:40 to go, and Lane drives around Irvin, and he reaches in for the foul.
Yeah, I don't think that was a bad foul, although it's going to be Irvin's third, but he knew that once Lane got the step on him, he was heading to the basket for an easy 2.
And 1-1 for David Lane here. The Eagles will need to hit their free throws. They missed 4 free throws in the third quarter. Lane missed the front end of the 1-1.
Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe those technicals on the bench do not go down as personal fouls.
Inside, a turnover on Marquette. Here comes Adams the other way, and he missed the open layup. Marquette coming back.
Well, there was Hartford coming up from behind big time. He managed a little bit, now the other way.
Green with a bucket. He lays it in. He's got 9. The lead is 11. Here's Gerhardt. Lost the ball. Out on the defense there. Tipped out by Marquette.
Got a bit of a break there as they'll maintain possession to bring Helmkamp back into the lineup.
Clark comes out, Helmkamp in, so it's Gerhardt and Helmkamp. Adams, Lane, and Withers for Coach Carey. And Marquette on defense with 5 minutes to go in the game. 46-33. 38-35. It's still a double-digit lead for the home team.
I think right now Marquette has to realize there's plenty of time. Just keep playing the tough defense, and that's what they did there.
Withers gets his shot blocked from the elbow by Hall. Here's Irvin. Giving the ball up, left side Green, down to Hall on the baseline. Hall backing in, out to Irvin. Now Hartrick, top of the key. 4:30 to go, underneath Hall, lays it up and in.
Set that one up perfectly, and Hall gets his first point since early in the second quarter.
13 in the game, and the lead is 46-37. Over the timeline, Helmkamp to the corner, Withers three. It's short, long rebound comes back to Jeff Withers.
Now's when you pull it out and say, okay, let's work a little clock before we try the next one.
Here's Adams with the basketball. He'll drive into the lane. Adams, and over the shoulder, he throws it off the glass, and it goes in.
That one came out of his hip pocket, man. Where did he get that shot from?
48-37. Inside Hall, good, and one. It might be Withers.
I believe it is going to be Withers, and Withers needs to understand somebody else cutting through to the lane, leave them alone, because all they're going to do is dish it off to the big guy, and that's what they've done twice in a row now.
4 fouls on number 34 now. Withers, he comes out of the game, and Clark back into the game. Snyder in for Marquette. Messenger sits down. 3:48 to go in the game still. Lots of time. Here's Hall with a three-point play. If he can get the free throw, make it 48-40. He does. 8-point game.
5 in the quarter, 16 points on the night for Hall. Did I just mention ago that he'd been quiet? Not anymore.
Inside, they break the press. Helmkamp gets it blocked away. Green with a foul, though.
So the one official under the basket had just called ball out. The trailing official got a good look at it. Green didn't like the call, but I'll tell you what, that's really not a bad foul at all, not to give up the easy two, make them earn at the free throw line. And the Explorers putting the Eagles to the free throw line where they are 7 for 12 tonight.
Free throw in the air, good by Helmkamp here.
Well, the other night when I was down here, Caden Clark was a big man on campus in the fourth quarter as he hit 6 for 6 from the free throw line.
And those two free throws bump the lead to 50-40 in favor of CM. Helmkamp 2 for 2. Left side, Hartrick has it, Marquette ball, 3:30 left in the game. Snyder with it, looking, laying on him. Now the give is to Green. Green's gonna drive in. Inside, reverse layup, good. Pettiford for 2.
Pettiford with a power move there at 6 foot does a good job getting to the hole.
Looks like a steal, and Clark may get a foul here after Marquette got the ball. Clark with foul number 1.
This is exactly what the Explorers need, the opportunity to pick up a point and then pick up a stop, and they do both right there.
So Marquette will throw it in under their own basket, down by 8 points. Here's Irvin with it, out to Snyder. Snyder to Green at the top. 3 minutes to go in the game. Near midcourt, Green backs up. Now right elbow, shot up, no. Lane has it knocked out of his hands there. No over the back, but it's out of bounds.
Lane got smacked on the back of the head. He could not believe there was not a foul call there. He's looking around, but the Eagles still going to have the ball. Ooh, they inbound it right into the corner. The one place you do not want to inbound the ball to.
Dangerous again. Here's Lane, double teamed, gives the ball to Clark. Clark into the lane, and the ball is kicked out of bounds. CM ball, 2:44 left.
We're still within striking distance, and you have to remember, Irvin hit those 2 threes. He can get you back in the game very quickly if you can just get him open, but first, they need to stop. The Eagles need to work the clock.
Right side Lane has it with 2:42 to go. He'll drive, and it's stolen away on a double team. Hartrick to Irvin, leans in and scores from the block.
I thought Irvin might have been guilty of a travel there. Instead, he gets the 2 points to draw the Explorers win 6. And now a timeout with 2:30 to go.
50-44, 2-possession game, 6-point game, and 2:30 left when we come back. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Trigger Talent's course covers the mandated curriculums of Illinois and Florida. Our facility allows for a safe, professional, comfortable in any weather shooting environment. We utilize a variety of law enforcement targets to illustrate the best shot placement for stopping threats. Our advanced course, CCW Plus, is the only in the state to offer training from a real vehicle in road rage, carjacking, and parking lot scenarios. Over 1,400 people have trusted Trigger Talent to be their choice in concealed carry and advanced instruction. Shouldn't you also?
Bethalto again, more basketball on a Tuesday night here. Toward the tail end of November, things heating up. 50-44, 13-point lead was the largest lead for the Eagles. And Clark is fouled in the backcourt by Hartrick, number 4.
Now Hartrick's going to pick up that big 4th foul, but CM's going to have to walk the length of the floor and hit a couple of free throws.
So number 4 has 4 fouls. Here's Clark. Messenger coming in for Hartrick.
I believe that's team foul number 9, so it'll still be a 1-1.
Fouls are 9-6. Free throw good by Clark. And he shoots again.
I was kind of wondering with Withers out of the lineup why Hall wasn't in the lineup for Marquette. Just as I thought that, he comes back in.
51-44. And good, 52-44. Eagles by 8 again. So they got it down to 6. We'll see where it goes from here. It's an 8-point game, 2:20 left. There's Snyder to Messenger. Messenger back to the top. Underneath, Hall threaded the pass, missed the open layup, and then a foul on Hall.
Now Hall got caught just a little bit off balance under the basket on the left side as he came back around. Couldn't get the position he wanted for that shot. Comes up short. Now the foul is going to send the Eagles walking to the other end of the floor to see if they can make 2 more.
This time it's Brandon Hampton who grabbed that missed layup.
Should be 2 shots now, right?
That's right. And in and out. No good for the Eagles. They missed 2 more free throws here in the 4th so far.
After missing 4, 3 of those technical free throws in the 3rd.
2:09 to go. Hampton, good. 53-44. 9-point lead. Eagles led by 6 at halftime, by 10 after 3 quarters. Here's Irvin out to Snyder. Snyder's going to drive inside, blocking foul on Adams.
Now Adams, you could tell, was not going to get there in time. He's going to pick up his 3rd foul, but more importantly, as far as the Explorers are concerned, it'll send Snyder to the free throw line with the clock stopped.
Reagan Snyder, we'll see what he does from the line. Had a 3-ball way back in the 1st quarter. And free throws here. 1 and 1.
Going to do a little mop up.
Actually 2 shots with the shot there, the foul shot.
The important numbers up there right now, of course, trailing by 9, but 1:56. You still have to manage that clock and get a couple of stops if you're Explorers. Of course, for the Eagles, they've got to take care of the ball and make some free throws.
2 shots for Snyder. Here we go. 9-point game. Snyder missed the first one.
Well, we talked about CM from the free throw line. Marquette is now, what, 1, 2 for 7? Make it 3.
3, made the second one. And the press and the pressure on again for the Marquette D. Clark in the front court though. 53-45, 8-point game. Near midcourt, Eagles almost lose it. Here's a steal. Irvin breakaway and up and in.
Irvin with a good job there. The takeaway, it takes it all the way. 7 in the quarter, 10 in the game for Irvin.
They got it down to 6 again. 53-47. Here's Helmkamp to the baseline. Into Hampton. Foul by Green. He was up in the air and came down on Hampton.
Well, I was going to say he wasn't in the act of shooting, but it really doesn't matter now because they're in the double bonus.
Here's Hampton, who was just there and had 2. Now he's got 2 more. In the air, good.
These become critical free throws. Hartwick's going to come into the lineup replacing Messenger for the Explorers. 1, 2, 3 showing on that fourth quarter foul.
Hampton again, and no good, but Adams had the rebound, but on the end line, out of bounds.
He had it in his grasp, it rolled off his hand and hit right on the end line. A little bit of bad luck for the Eagles, good luck for the Explorers. We'll see if they capitalize, trailing by 7.
7 missed free throws now in the second half for the Eagles. And they lead by 7, could be double digits. Could still be a comfortable double-digit lead, but not right now. Here's Green, 3-point line. Down to Hall. Hall, turnaround, glass, and good.
The flop didn't work. Hall comes up with his 7th point in the quarter, 18th point of the game. Back to a 5-point game.
54-49. Here's Helmkamp near midcourt with 48 seconds left. Foul on Irvin.
Tell you what, Irvin has gotten away with an awful lot on the defense. Got to give him credit, though. He really gets in there. This time he gets called for the foul. It'll be his 4th to the free throw line, Helmkamp.
Helmkamp's turn. He is 3 out of 4. 6 points in the game. The lead is 5. And the first one, no good.
Missed free throws or missed opportunities. I thought it was odd they were letting the shooter shoot while the big guy underneath there was tying his shoe, but he had 2 shots.
Second one, good. 1 out of 2.
Still a 2-possession game.
Eagles keep going 1 out of 2, it seems like, every time they go to the line.
Whoa.
Three, it's up and good, and that cuts it from 6 to 3, 55-52. Eagles lead it by 3 now with 38 seconds to go. Timeout. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Now with 33 seconds left, and out of the timeout, Eagles ball. Here's Clark tipping it around. Green with a steal. Now it's loose again. It goes back to the Eagles with 23 seconds left. Foul Marquette.
Follow the bouncing ball. It's all over the place. Neither team could seem to come up with that one. It was helter-skelter all over the floor.
And so 22.5 to go with Hampton going to the line. 5 fouls on Hartrick.
Tell you what, he has definitely got his money's worth, though, out of each of those fouls. Outstanding job defensively tonight.
55-52. Are the Eagles going to hang on here at home? The free throw, good.
Well, there's one thing that Hampton has not done yet tonight, and that's make 2 free throws in one trip. If he does it here, it would be huge.
4-point game now. 56-52. He misses the second one again. 4-point game, 15 seconds left. Irvin, 3-pointer. Is he going to put it up? Now 10 seconds left. He'll try a 2, and it's good.
He took an extra step and got away with it. When you're hot, you're hot.
2 more for Urban. Timeout. 56-54. 7.3 seconds left. The Eagles by 2 now. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
At Midwest Members Credit Union, you are important. We work hard to ensure you have the best banking experience possible. Whether you are inquiring about opening a savings account or wanting to learn more about a loan, our professionals are here to help you with any questions, and we will walk you through every step of the process. Since opening our doors in 1935, we've never forgotten that our members are our most important asset, which is why we continue to excel. For all your banking needs, Midwest Members is the one place to go.
56-54. The Eagles with double-digit leads throughout the night, especially the second half, obviously, and the last one was 50-40. But right now it's 56-54, 2-point game.
5 missed free throws in the fourth quarter for the Eagles.
And the Eagles probably will shoot some more if they can get it in bounds. They cannot here. They have to call a timeout with still 7.3 to go.
Yeah, and here's the situation. They were running the baseline, trying to look for somebody to get open, still trying to throw the ball right at the baseline. Sometimes you got to go vertical, throw the ball down the floor a little bit because all the pressure is right up there on them. However, following the timeout, they will still be able to get this one, traverse the end line.
I got you.
Like that one?
I got you.
That's what I drive, or the wife does.
7.3 to go. And we'll see how it goes out of this timeout with a 56-54 CM lead.
You got to make sure you have the cheerleaders backed up there and not in the way.
7.3 left. David Lane to throw it in to Caden Clark. Clark fouled by Snyder down in the corner.
Good foul. Didn't take but a couple seconds off. Still going to be plenty of time if he doesn't make both free throws.
And that's a big if. 4 missed free throws again in the third quarter. Even more, 5 more in the second quarter, or fourth quarter for CM.
Well, the one guy I would watch if he doesn't make both free throws here is wearing number 20 on that blue jersey.
Free throw, no good. So it's going to be a 1-possession game even if Clark makes it, as they've missed their 10th free throw of the second half. 10. 6 in this quarter. Timeout. Clark's going to shoot again when we come back to action here. Now there's 5.6 to go.
I'm not even so sure I wouldn't put a double team on Urban so that he doesn't get his hands on the ball, because he's definitely the hot hand out there, as he's hit 3 threes here in the second half. Sammy Green's also nailed a 3. That was back in the second quarter. Those are the 2 big three-point shooters for the Explorers, although during the season so far, Nick Messenger showed that he could hit them. He's got a half dozen.
Looks like 13 out of 23 in the second half for CM from the line.
Yeah, they have the 2 threes and 1 2 as far as field goals are concerned. And as you said, from the free throw line, they've hit 8, but they've missed, what you say, 5, 6?
In this quarter, 6 and 4 last quarter. 10 missed free throws since halftime.
Nobody knows where he went. He's down in the corner.
Yeah, hiding out. David Lane goes down there to check out Irvin.
I don't think I'd check him out. I think I might even foul him if he makes this free throw. Just don't even let him get the shot off.
5.6 to go, 2-point game. Here's CM at the line. Clark has rolled this one in. It's good. They're going to throw it in now, down by 3. Marquette, Sammy Green up the floor, fouled by Helmkamp with 2.9 to go.
It's pretty good. Take it as far down as you can, then make him shoot a 1-and-1. Now, I think Withers needs to go back in the lineup right here.
Withers, 4 fouls, been sitting for a while, and Green to the line.
I would not have him in there to
get a rebound.
Yep. 2.9 to go.
1-and-1, free throw missed. Adams has the rebound. They throw it in, but he's on the inline, and the buzzer went, and that's the end of the ball game as he missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Time runs out, and CM hangs on for the three-point win.
Well, lo and behold, we talk about CM missing the free throws, but it ends up being a missed free throw by Marquette. And of course, what they would have liked to have done was tried to make the first, miss the second one, get a putback for the tie, but did not happen tonight. The CM Eagles are going to walk off with a very hard-fought three-point win, 57-54, despite their inability to make the free throws down the stretch.
Fourth quarter, close, 17-14. And they win it by 3, 57-54. The Eagles with the victory. Back with the postgame in a moment. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.